Hi everybody, I'm with Steve Bird, who is the Forest Management Director here for Edison Property. We are up in Shaver Lake. We're going to show you the difference between unmanaged forest land and managed forest land. It is dramatic, and so I'm going to let Steve start to tell us what we're seeing here, how the fire came up, how it went here, stopped and saved a lot of houses, and the difference is amazing. Watch this.
Well, it was Sunday night, I think September 6th, I believe. The fire was moving up this slope right here. There's a mix of other private lands and some federal lands back in here. And you can see it's total destruction. Nothing survived this fire, and it was a massive wall of fire that came up in here on Sunday night. And the firefighters, mostly from CAL FIRE, did an incredible job back here. There is a single fire line right here.
So now we're starting to look at where it burned, but now it's coming into some managed area with the road and with the managed forest.
That's right.
Tell us about the difference.
So our property line sits right here. The camera's sort of panning straight down the property line. And you really can see the property line just based on black trees and green trees. Wow. And so we've got nothing that survived here. Once it got to the top right here, it got in our forest. And we had done an awful lot of thinning and different management techniques in here over the past 10 years. And the fire pretty much stopped at this fire line. It did jump over onto our property in a couple places, but that fire just stayed on the ground, and it was not a threat, and it was easily put out at that point.
That's a beautiful managed forest, and it did not burn down.
That's right. And this piece of property that we're sitting in is 40 acres, and it sits right in the center of the town of Shaver Lake. So we have West Village all back here behind us, many, many homes there, and probably about 400 yards through the forest here, nothing but homes on the other side of that. So this little piece of property really helped, and it was a combination of a few things. It was the management that existed, the cooperation and the fuel breaks that were put in prior to the fire, that were put in by Edison, the Highway 168 Fire Safe Council, and CAL FIRE, and then those firefighters just standing here fighting that fire.
Well, Steve,
those three things really saved.
On behalf of everybody here, thank you. The miracle of Shaver Lake, we're seeing this regularly now, and it was all of the combinations that you just said. So folks, the lesson here is, first of all, thank goodness for those who did all this work. Also for the firefighters that stood up against this line.
They are amazing.
But the lesson here is, if we don't manage these fires, the problem is Mother Nature's going to manage this for us, and it'll just burn and scorch forever. We've got to do a whole lot better job of making sure that we're strategic and thoughtful about how we do this, so that we protect people and property, and we stop fires from exploding, and we save lives. Thank you for what you do here, and I appreciate the opportunity to come and visit with you. Thanks, sir. You bet.